being uncomfortable. What up, Quan? Good morning, brother. Let's go. So being uncomfortable. In life, period, you gotta be uncomfortable. Because a lot of things that we do in life, we do it because we are comfortable. And that's what causes a lot of problems. Because you're doing something that is the norm. You're doing something that is my man David. What's going on, brother? It's like a mentor of mine. But being uncomfortable, it teaches you a lot of things about yourself. It teaches you a lot of things on who you are. And it teaches you, where you need to be. For example, and I probably know a lot of y'all don't, know this, but I'm just give you a little example. A lobster, when it has a child, or just a lobster in general, a lobster has a very soft shell. It's real soft. But in that shell, a lobster, as we know lobsters now, when we see them at their full grown stage, like it's hard on the outside. It's real hard. Like it's hard to penetrate. And the lobster is almost like it's not almost like it's like a roach in the ocean. Like it has a roach, on the surface. All right. So a lobster, when it's getting ready to grow, it starts to get uncomfortable. Like the pressure that happens, it gets uncomfortable and breaks off whatever shell that it has, and then it creates a new shell. So once it breaks off that shell to grow, that's what the lobster does. And I was like, wow, that's really amazing, because you see a big old lobster. I never thought in my mind, like, how do they, when it's born, the shell itself is just soft, like it's real tender. But it takes the grinding, it takes the pulling, it takes a lot of pressure, and then it starts to get uncomfortable within itself. It starts to get uncomfortable to where at some point it can't grow if it stays like this. So what has to happen is the pressure allows it to break the shell and begin a new one. That's how we have to be as humans ourselves. Like we need pressure. We need certain things to pull us. We need certain things to have pain. And we need, what up, Montre? We need to be able to push out of that shell, to be uncomfortable, that thing that's making you uneasy, to be able to grow. Because if you're not uncomfortable, you're never going to grow. That's a fact. And think about it. Think about in life, things that have happened to you, things that have been done, things that have been said, things that have made you uncomfortable in within yourself, within life, how you've been able to grow. Like you've been able to grow because things that have made you uncomfortable, things that all the pressure that you had, all the, words that was being said to you, like you was uncomfortable. But once you got to a point to be comfortable, you became comfortable. If that makes sense. Like you needed to be uncomfortable to be able to come comfortable. And then once you become comfortable, you go back to that whole process again of being uncomfortable. That's evolving in life. Because most of us get stuck on just being comfortable. And once we get stuck on being comfortable, you have no room to grow. So you got to keep being uncomfortable. And I know a lot of y'all like, oh, that's crazy. But you need to be uncomfortable to be able to grow. You got to. Like you got to get to a point in life to where this where you need to be. Like it. You don't think it. You just know this where I need to be. And I'll give you an example. It's almost like finding your way home. Like I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. I'm in New York. If I can just get to Florida, I can find my way home. A lot of us have to be the same way with life. If I can just get to a certain place in life, I can find where I need to be. And that's how I am when I go home. Like, I'm 1,000 miles away from home, but just get me in Florida. Just get me to Florida, and I can find where I need to go to get to my house in Jacksonville, Florida, on Don's Avenue. I can get there. But I need to get to Florida first. And we got to treat our life the same way. We got to find out, just get me to a certain place in life and I can get to where I need to be. I just got to get there first. I just got to get there first. Like, I just hope y'all really understanding this and feeling this morning. Because it's going to help somebody. It really is. Because it's Fun Day Monday. And it's your boy Will, just giving you some words and wisdom on how to be uncomfortable. Like, being uncomfortable is going to help you. I'm just telling you, I'm giving you trying to analysis of why. Let me get a swig real quick. So it's Fun Day Monday, all right? With being Fun Day Monday, there comes something that people can't take from you. And a lot of us, we allow people to take this thing from us. And they didn't even give it to us. And you're probably asking what that is. Because it's Monday. I woke up this morning with joy. A whole lot of it. And I'm gonna spend my Monday going through my day. I'm not gonna allow nobody to take it away. You know why? Because the people that are trying to take it away wasn't the ones who gave it to me. So how can I allow you to take something when you wasn't the one that gave it to me? Ask yourself that. Like, why are we allowing people to take our joy, to take our happiness, and they wasn't the ones who gave it to us? Think about that. Like, I'm allowing people to take something from me, and they wasn't the ones that gave it to me. It's like somebody giving you, $50, and then they take it away, but they wasn't the one that gave you the $50. Like, I can't let you do that. So you can't let people steal your joy. It's your joy. You woke up with it. You can't give something to someone that they didn't give to you. Understand that. Because it wasn't never theirs to have in the first place. And some of them, even though they don't deserve it. Right? So this leads me to a thing that I've realized, that something has to die for you to live. Something has to die for you to live. And you're like, what do you mean by that? Look at the food chain. For humans to live, something has to make a sacrifice for us to die so we can live. That's even on the food chain. Like, I know some of us vegans and things like that, that's fine. But a cow has to die, we got hamburgers, you got chicken, like all those things have to die for us to live. That's the one thing that we don't realize. Like, that's why we take baths. That's why we take showers. Like, when you are dirty on the outside, there is something you can do to be clean. So that means you can go take a shower when you dirty. But also there's something on the inside. Like, when you become dirty on the inside, there's something that has to happen on the inside out that happens and shows that things are changing. So when you're dirty, you feel uncomfortable. You feel like, I got to get this off of me. Like, what is this? I don't like feeling this way. So let me go clean myself up. Let me go take a shower. Let me go take a bath. Because guess what? You was uncomfortable. And that's what I was saying. When you get uncomfortable, certain things happen that you realize to where you have to go do something. You have to go do an act. You have to go do an act to where you get back to where you need to be. You got to think about that. Like, you take a shower, get all that dirty stuff off of you to be able to walk where you need to go. Because you will feel better about yourself. Because you're like, man, I feel clean now. But then there's that thing that happens on the inside that needs to be clean. And the thing that happens on the inside is your mindset, your heart, your determination. You have to be willing to be uncomfortable to grow. It's just like when I play basketball, I take it personal. Not against that person. I take it personal to where if I play you one-on-one, I'm not going to give in or I'm not going to quit until I win. And I don't care how long it takes. Because all I need to do is beat you one time. That's it. Beat you one time. Will I be comfortable with that win? I could be. But it means nothing if I keep coming back to do it again. Because when you get beat, when you get frustrated, you start to feel what? Uncomfortable. Because you lost. And some of us take, losses where we just come in comfortable. So, you can't take those losses. You can't take those losses. So, just be, sometimes it's going to take being uncomfortable for you to grow. It's going to take being uncomfortable. So when you wake up this Monday to go throughout your day, like I said, put on the right pair of shoes of understanding that some things going to happen today. Things going to happen today that you don't expect it to. But when it happens, you can't let it get you to a place to where it's like, man, I don't know what to do. Get yourself in a place to where all you got to do is get to a certain location to get to where you need to be. So there's a story where there was a judge. There was a judge that was getting ready. A young lady got a ticket. She got a ticket for speeding. And it was $100. It was $100. And when she went to court, the judge seen it, he was like, hey, your fine is $100. You got to pay it. And what the judge did was the judge told her how much it was. He got up out of his seat. He went down, took his robe off, went into his wallet, slapped down $100 and told her to pay her ticket. And he did that because the young lady was his daughter. That shows it was uncomfortable to where he had to go down. It didn't sit right with him, knowing that this is my daughter. I had to go down, take my robe off, go on my wallet, and pay her fine. In life, we have things that are already paid for. Our life is paid for. Like, we got Easter coming up. God has died for us. And it's just like when he see things that we need, places that we need to go, he's going to put you in the area sometimes to where you're going to feel uncomfortable. Because he know that I need you to feel uncomfortable so you can grow, because I've already paid the ultimate sacrifice for you already to grow. And you can't do that when you have things in your heart that shouldn't be there, unforgiveness. When you have, people taking your joy, when you're frustrated, upset, angry, you gotta let it go. because those things make you feel uncomfortable. But once you let it go, you become comfortable. And then you realize where you need to be in life, where you need to go. So look, it's your boy Will, just giving you some words of wisdom on being uncomfortable. And just understand that because it's uncomfortable means you can grow. You don't have to be in one place or in one area in your life your whole life. You can't keep doing the same thing expecting a different result. Not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So look, it's your boy Will. Just give you some words of wisdom. Because when there's a will, there's a way. So look, y'all go out on this Fun Day Monday. Have a blessed day. And find those things, I challenge you, find those things that make you uncomfortable to be comfortable. To be able to grow. And see if it don't change your life. All right? So hey, go out there and do it. It's Fun Day Monday. Fist bumps. I'm out.